welcome back to Mama Roo's. And today we are just going to go over the improvements to the upgrade and also compare that to a LennyLight. So I have LennyLight here we'll look at in a few moments, but let's just take a look at this upgrade. And for starters, it does have Circular, which is an online system where you can register to your product. And we have this pocket, which seems a little bit bigger to me compared to the LennyLight. Also a feature that has been added is there is a hood compared to the LennyLight, which does not. And let's take a look on the other side here. Once we're inside, we do have a support pad with adjustments, of course. And we have adjustable strap that goes across the chest. And on the side here with this connection, we have a small piece of fabric so that you aren't up against the buckle. So that is a little bit nicer than some other of the carriers, different lines. And you have a decent webbing, pretty long, which is also pretty long back here. Oh, look, it's like it has a little loop. I'm not even sure I've seen loops on these before, but that makes it nice and easy to cinch that down. This one too has a loop. This is the first time I'm actually looking at this carrier. But yeah, that is a nice little feature, having this little loop on here. A little touch. I always like to put that in there. And what else can we find that's new? So open that up. Yeah, these are adjustable up and down. A little bit harder when you're not wearing it. Not seeing anything different there. But yeah, I think those are some of the key features. I don't know how long they're going to have the loops here. I think that's a nice feature that they've added. And it does feel like there is a lot of adjustment here if you're looking at it, just between these two buckles alone, where you can bring the panel down, or you can tighten this up while you're wearing it to adjust as the child gets larger. Let's compare this now to an LennyLight, and we'll see really what the differences are. So I just pulled this out of inventory just to look at for a moment. This is a new print that we will be offering shortly. So the bag does come attached. There we go. And pocket. This feels a bit bigger to me. It does have circular. So again, you can register your product once you get it. Put your name on it as an owner. There's going to be some names in there from the manufacturing. And yeah. You can just make it so that you are the first owner. And of course you have the adjustment here, so you can take this up and down. You can notice that there is not a support pad that has the matching fabric like we do have right here. Another thing to note is we do not have extra fabric behind this buckle right here. So for some people that may be a selling point. Have this little extra piece. It's a nice touch. It is padded and nice and soft. So depending on how you wear it, this could be of an annoyance depending. And this does not have a hood, and it doesn't really have an option to put a hood like this one does. This one has two little loops where you can attach it on. Here you're going to have to find a compromise, maybe attaching it to here, or some other mechanism. But it does not have it built in. The panel like I said before, like this has a little loop. See there? Like a tiny loop, but not so you can put your finger in there. So that is different. To me, I feel like this has a lot more adjustment. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot more adjustment I feel here. And also you can't adjust the strap length. There's no webbing here to, bring that in any closer. All your adjustment is in the panel itself. So, but this one does adjust this way in the panel and this way up and down the panel. This one is more about fit on the body, and you can make it, a little bit more toned in of where you need to put it. But this one's very easy and versatile. I probably use this as a daily, but for a longer term, maybe you'd want to use something like this where you're wearing them all day. Maybe you're at, a function or what have you, or even around the house if you want it to be a little bit more comfortable. But I typically, when I'm on the go, I wear this is my preferred, but this one has definitely a lot going for it. Yeah, those are some of the differences. I'll probably send this over and we might do a few edits, but thanks for watching.